What's up, everyone? Good day. Thank you again for joining me, and thank you for support. Today, we just gonna be talking about 9 to 5 versus business. Okay. Uh, as you know, 9 to 5. Uh, Basically, get up in the morning, night, gotta go to work, gotta punch a clock. All right. Second, business. You started. You might fail. You might grow, but you have that choice. So the whole thing about this video is going to get you motivated to make a choice of your life. Okay. I'm going to tell you the bads on both. Okay. From the 9 to 5 to starting your business. And I'm going to give you some pointers of my past from the 9 to 5 and starting my business. 9 to 5, it don't matter if you sick, flu, whatever. You just got to do it. Okay. Because we got to have income to basically live, pay bills, pay rent, pay everything. Business, same thing. The only difference is you don't have to pay taxes right away. With business, you wait until the end of the year. 9 to 5, you pay right away as soon as you swipe the clock. And you also might have to pay at the end of the year. So it's no win-win situation with the 9 to 5. Is 9 to 5 is bad? No, 9 to 5 is not bad. It depends what you're doing. All right. I started off working at the airport, young age. And from there, I started off at $7.25. I'm not going to call no company names or nothing like that. I worked for 3 airlines in my lifetime, major airlines. And some was a good experience, some was a bad experience, okay? Some was union, some was non-union. And the one with non-union was kind of the best one because I was making more money. And I'm not saying unionized is bad, okay? It depends where you at or where your situation of the company, okay? Now, when you're doing 9 to 5, you will never be rich, all right? You probably have money that's saved, but you will never be rich. You will never have wealth, okay, unless you into the stock game, okay? Now, when I said a stock game, I started learning stock when I was probably like 13 years old, by reading books and learning myself. I haven't been in school for it or nothing like that, but I learned it by reading while I was at work, okay? So it's more harder working 9 to 5, okay, as well when you start doing your own stuff, okay, your own business. When you working in the warehouse, I did warehouse, I did Amazon, went to welding school, did some college, still got college debts back in the days, whole lot of stuff, okay? Basically, everything what we do and what we see is basically how the world, should I say the world? No, our country, what we live in, of those labors, okay? So everything what we do, always remember this, and don't let nobody tell you it's not true. Everything what we do is basically politics, and it's a form of something that's already made. And that's why we don't have more farmers in this country, because of business. So we import our stuff. So always remember that. So business, you can go ahead and start it up easy. It depends what type of business what you're trying to do. And you're going to have failures, but it's basically controlling your own life compared to swiping the clock. Both you have to work hard for. But business, you don't have to work too hard when you get sick. All right. And most people these days not getting basically good health insurance. Okay. Back in the days, you had companies paying for your health insurance, and it was simple, was a simple, better life compared to right now, how politics want you to have health insurance, but it's basically taking out your income. So both you gotta have health insurance, but with swiping the clock from the 9 to 5, it's hard because if you're a person who making $7 to $20, even $30, you still in a different tax bracket, meaning you still making less money, right? Um, what basically hurting the people from the 9 to 5 is basic economics, meaning everything is expensive. Cars expensive, everything's going up. So when people saying they want $15 an hour, it's still not going to do no good because you're paying for your own health insurance and everything else. So basically, it's no win-win situation. And that's why, as a person who's living in, the United States, you got to find a better way trying to make you an income. Ain't no one telling a person to quit their job, but in life, you got to make a choice. I hate when people say they be on a job for 30, 20 years and they don't have nothing to show. And I ain't talking about cars. I'm not talking about homes. I'm talking about something that you showing in your account. Meaning that if you keep punching the clock to 78 years old, what's going to happen is you're going to have to get Social Security. Most business people who have money already saved don't give a F about that, okay? People who in corporate do not care about Social Security. It's just the people who swipe the clock. The whole thing about that, Social Security, is basically, it is a slave mentality. That's another reason why I don't want my kids in public schools or nobody's school, because if you teach a student about the basic of blue collar, white collar, business, 9 to 5, and basic economics, if you teach basic economics at an early age, basic math, that student gonna be more successful. We start basic economics in schools when a child probably like 1 or 2 years old. The child will have a chance to basically get in a corporate world or have a chance to start their own business out. When Americans go to school, we have no chance or choice. We just have a choice, that a system that they already had programmed for us. Perfect example: if you're in kindergarten, all right, you learn how to color, you know how to play with blocks, you learn how to mingle, all right, cool. But at the same time, we should teach our kids in kindergarten to learn how to count those blocks. Okay, it'd be better as a student and a person that's growing up to be, successful. Then we only have a choice to learn more in economics when we go to high school. Well, most students in America does not even learn economics until later on, unless you go to college. And that's why we have a problem right today as parents and students. Okay, it's just a force. It seems like a force on parents and the students that you have to go to college and get in debt. And don't get me wrong, if you have a professional or a person who's trying to be a lawyer, doctor, or a social worker, or professional field, all right, even business. But if you just trying to get a basic job, to me, that's not right, because it's hard for that child and a grown up to learn when they get in the corporate world. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if we change our school system and have a way that we can teach our kids in an early age basic economics, it'll be great. And if you think I'm lying, just look at what's going on right now in 2021. We're having problems with government do not even know basic economics. People is trying to use the COVID-19 to play cards with as they play cards in a school system, okay? And the work system. All right. So if you look at it, a 9 to 5 is basically what a person who get out of school, high school, is going to have. I remember in the 90s, majority of everyone I worked with had a college degree and couldn't find the job they wanted. So they had to work at the airport. Real talk, no BS. But if we teach our kids in an early age how to be successful, okay? Trying to find out what is your child talent, all right? Find out their talent. Don't do like back in the days, you get a job, you work for whatever you want. Bull, all right? BS. You find out what your child talent and find out what do they like in an early age. And then as a father or a mother, you work with that child, okay? To help them grow in a field. If they have a talent, know how to draw, like one of my daughters, you help her or he out to be successful. But I know in the real world that you got to know something else. All right. So that's where the basic economics comes in at. Okay. You don't have to go to college to learn politics. Politics is everyday life. But as corporate America, we have those problems of people trying to program us, okay? I feel like a simulated world, right? But that's real talk. So everybody have a gift. Everybody who's born as human beings have a gift and a talent to be whatever they want to be, right? But at the same time, it's always a brainwash goes along with that. And a brainwash comes in school system, okay? Blocks, play with blocks, okay? Oh, you can't do this. No. We can't change the way that it was before. I know we got to change for the future, but at the same time, we got to find out what every student talent is. You can't just say Sue and Lou have different talents, but we going to have them merge as one. No, that's stupid as hell. All right? That's real talk. What we need to do is find out everything what that student have, and we find out their talent to growth, all right, with them. Not because what the system and the teachers says. Teachers just there. I know. I appreciate the teachers, what we have. The best teacher, okay? But everybody else on some BS. We got to follow the different system, okay? When we go to college, we get in debt as a grown-up. Now we trapped. So now we into that 9 to 5, all right? We working hard, trying to see our kids grow, and we never see those kids grow until they grown. And then all the people's like, yeah, I worked on this all my life and whatever, man. Damn, you gonna really wait to 78 years old to basically enjoy your life? And if you do, you a stupid fool. Okay, that's real talk. All right, ain't nobody want that. People want to see their kids to grow up. All right, not nobody talking about they sending their kids and using it for a daycare. Public schools is not for a daycare. Public schools is there to get educated. If you want a daycare, get your ass out there and pay for daycare. That's what you do. All right, it's nothing free in this world. All right, nothing free. You gotta, of course, you gotta work hard for whatever you want. And that's why you need to make the choice of being a business person, okay? All right? So that way you can have a choice, all right? And if you think I'm lying, it's 40% of Americans right now through the pandemic working full-time jobs at home. And if they have a kid, they have more times to see their kids grow up. All right? This real talk. All right. This not no BS. All right. I'm not here trying to be no blah, blah, blah or whatever. We here is I'm here trying to teach you. Okay. I'm trying to teach you the real way of life. So if you think I'm lying, what do you have kids for? Oh, I just have a kid, send him to public school. He grow up, he grown now. I worked a 9 to 5. Guess what? Now I got to work to 70 something years old and retire. And I still don't have nothing. A car ain't nothing. You know how many cars I had in my lifetime I paid cash for? You know how many cars I had in my lifetime that I took a loan for? You know how many homes or whatever? Guess what? That's bull. That's nothing. You want to teach your kids, all right? Especially being a man, you want to be there for your child. You don't want to have everybody else teaching your kids, all right? And that's like the report I had said in one of my videos with the guy saying that. Public schools is not that. And guess what? It look like you don't do nothing anyway. You don't have a 9 to 5 or you ain't got your own business. That's bull. You need to go ahead and find something to do something. Money is not free out there. All right. Always know the difference. All right. And I'm going to have a video on this. What's the difference of being American and what is the difference of the United States of America? Okay. One is a corporation, right? One of them is based on tax that the country was fighting for through the brick, but they playing the cards on us and our kids to get your mind going, to keep on going and do what they want you to do. And your next generation is going to be the same way. They're going to be the slave of 9 to 5. Okay? Everybody wasn't born with no silver spoon. I wasn't born in no silver spoon. Okay? But you got to make a change. And if you don't make a change, something wrong with you. Whatever you learn from your father, you're supposed to be making it better to teach your kids better. Not talking about that you happy for your kids to go to school and turn around and talking about you don't know basic math. Half of the teachers in there don't know basic math. But you, the parent, should be teaching your kids that. Okay? 9 to 5 is cool. Yes. If you're trying to have a professional. But don't complain and talk about what you're not getting. It's basic economics. You make it $20 an hour. Shit is still going up. It's not going down. It's not going to work. If you make $50 an hour, it's not going to work. Point blank. If you make $100, if stuff's still going up, it's not going to work. Basic economics. And that's why we need to teach our kids basic economics. Everything what we do is economics. When we buy our food, rent, clothes, everything what we do. So we got to make a change. All right.